Federal changes under H.R. 1, also known as the One Big Beautiful Bill, are cutting funding for health care and food assistance and shifting millions of dollars in costs onto Rhode Island.
This is just some of the costs, some of the lost funding as a result of One Big Beautiful Bill Act. $275 million in lost federal Medicaid funding in 2028, $60 million in missing Affordable Care Act subsidies, which Congress allowed to expire last year. That's hitting right now. Right now, 40,000 Rhode Islanders have seen their premiums double, and 13,000 are projected to drop insurance because they can't afford it. So just as a non-comprehensive subtotal for fiscal year 2028, we're already looking at $399 million in lost funding. This is a visual representation of the tax breaks that the top 1% are receiving as a result of the One Big Beautiful Bill. On the far right, you'll see that the long blue bar represents nearly $59,000 this year, which is the average tax break for members of the top 1%. And on the far left, you will see that about $110 is the average tax break that one can expect for the lowest income earners in the state. And yet they're the ones likely losing health insurance and or SNAP food assistance.
So our opponents would like to have you believe that most of the people with business income, the PT income in the top 1%, are these small, struggling mom and pop businesses, and they're on the virtual, the edge of collapse possibly, and this 3% tax addition is going to put them over the edge. And this just doesn't make sense. Like, either someone is really struggling as a business, trying to make ends meet, or they have $640,000 or more in profits, and they're in the top 1%, in which case they're not really, it's hard to imagine they're struggling. Another issue with the math is that there are approximately 100,000 businesses in the state, including about 30,000 claiming this pass-through income, including tens of thousands of sole proprietorships and micro businesses. So with only 6,100 filers being affected by this top 1% proposal, it's just mathematically impossible for most of them to be affected by this tax.